Rochelle and Dan, not much has changed to the bill as of yet, and that's in part because, as you mentioned, there was a 2-hour impassioned debate about that amendment that would have eliminated rape and incest exceptions from the bill. It would have limited exceptions for the abortion ban only to the life of the mother. So lawmakers on both sides of the aisle debating that issue. Now, as a reminder of what this bill does, the bill would ban abortion in all stages of pregnancy, except in cases of rape, incest, and substantial risk to the mother's health. Earlier this week, an amendment was approved in committee setting 8 or 12-week deadlines for rape and incest survivors to be able to obtain an abortion. Now, we saw many of the lawmakers from both parties speak on the amendment that was offered regarding the rape and incest exceptions. We saw divisions in the Republican caucus on this issue, with some lawmakers saying they believe women who have been assaulted should not be forced to carry a pregnancy to term. Meanwhile, others who are against abortion said they feel life of the mother is the only appropriate exception.
You got to remember, if this is your daughter or your granddaughter, are you willing to say to her, sorry, but you're going to deliver that baby at the age of 10?
One wrong doesn't make a right. We have traumas in our lives, and they're terrible. But I know 2 women that the best thing they ever did was keep their child.
Now, the amendment failed by a vote of 28 to 18, with several Republicans joining all Democrats in the state Senate in voting against the amendment. Now, one change that has been approved so far, as you mentioned, would allow the Indiana Attorney General to prosecute any violations of the rape ban if the county prosecutor in that jurisdiction won't. Now, you may recall Marion County Prosecutor Ryan Mears had announced a few weeks ago that he refuses to prosecute any cases under an abortion ban if one does become law in Indiana. Of course, we'll continue to stay on top of the amendments that are being introduced and pass or fail here tonight. As we move forward into the evening, we're expecting it could be a very long night. As you mentioned, 62 amendments have been proposed. For now, we're live here at the State House this evening. Kristen Eskow, Fox 59 News.